the Cabinet Committee on Security is all set to begin, and all eyes on the Narendra Modi government's Cabinet Committee on Security. Remember what these terrorists had said. Remember what eyewitnesses had said. They had very clearly taken the Prime Minister's name as they killed husbands in front of their wives, as they killed fathers in front of their sons and daughters. They said, go tell Modi. That was a clear challenge thrown in the direction of the Narendra Modi government in general and the Prime Minister in particular. All eyes on Prime Minister Narendra Modi-led government right now on the Cabinet Committee on Security. The Prime Minister cut short his visit to Saudi Arabia. He rushed back to India the moment this incident happened. The Home Minister was immediately tasked to go to Kashmir, go to Srinagar, take an on-the-ground assessment of the situation, and now he'll come back. He'll brief Prime Minister Narendra Modi, then he'll brief the Cabinet Committee on Security on what he saw. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh has already been briefed by the three service chiefs, and the Prime Minister now is to chair this very crucial CCS after the Pahalgam terror attack. The Union Home Minister, the Union Defence Minister, the External Affairs Minister, the National Security Advisor Ajit Doval, they've all reached the Prime Minister's residence for this very important meeting. And I quickly want to cut across to India Today's Piyush Mishra, our man on ground, for more on this. Piyush, this perhaps is one of the most watched CCS meetings in recent times, where the conversation is all about what will India do? What will Prime Minister Narendra Modi's response to Pakistan state-sponsored radical Islamist terror be, Piyush?
Well, absolutely, Gaurav. And just ahead of this meeting, we remember as to how Union Defence Minister Rajnath Singh has made it very clear that the government will not only reach out to the perpetrators who are behind this, but also the people who plotted against our country, our country, and everybody will be brought to the task. That's what Defence Minister has assured. And as we are speaking, this meeting has begun. Union Defence Minister Rajnath Singh, along with Home Minister Amit Shah, NSA Ajit Doval, External Affairs Minister Jai Shankar, they all have reached. And let me straight away try to show you the visuals also from right outside the 7 Lok Kalyan Marg, where we are seeing the traffic movement, which has also been affected as the convoy of both top ministers of the government, Home Minister Amit Shah and Defence Minister Rajnath Singh. This convoy is parked right in front of the main entry gate of 7 Lok Kalyan Marg, and the gates, those are there on your television screens right now, is going to be the place from where we are going to keep a close watch on as to who all are now going to take part in this crucial meet. As we are speaking, the top three ministers, Amit Shah, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh, and Ajit Doval, along with him Union External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar, they all have reached, and what we are also learning is that other officials from intelligence agencies, even they could also be the part of this meetup. Also at 7 p.m. Gaurav, there is a briefing also by Ministry of External Affairs, and in that briefing we will be able to know how the government is moving ahead as far as fulfilling its promise of giving a befitting reply to the people who are behind this.
Very interesting. So External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar will be briefing, and this becomes very significant. Not only is one of the senior most leaders or ministers in the Narendra Modi government a part of the Cabinet Committee on Security, briefing the media or telling the world India's stance. So this is where India is making its stance very clear, not just to that radical Islamist state sponsor of terror, but to the entire world. And that is why one of the most articulate voices of Government of India, somebody whose thinking is completely in sync with Prime Minister Narendra Modi, somebody who's voiced India's opinion, especially on the bigotry that we see in the DNA of Pakistan, Dr. S. Jaishankar, he will be briefing the media at 7:30. And you watch all of that here on India Today, because it's on India Today that you get news first, factual, and in the country's interest, in national interest. I want to bring in Jitendra Bahadur Singh, who joins me on this special broadcast. And Jitendra has been tracking all developments in the Ministry of Home Affairs. Jitendra, Greh Mantri कश्मीर कल ही पहुंच गए थे इस घटना के कुछ घंटों बाद, और उसके बाद न केवल वो पीड़ितों से मिले हैं जिनको इन आतंकवादियों ने, दुर्दांत आतंकवादियों ने जिस तरह से मौत के घाट उतारा, उनके परिवारों से मिले, बल्कि सुरक्षा का पूरा उन्होंने जायजा लिया। उसके बाद हम किस तरह के परिवर्तन की बात कर रहे हैं आंतरिक सुरक्षा में, पहली बात। और दूसरी बात, क्या इस बात के अब ठोस सबूत निकलकर सामने आए हैं जो दुनिया के सामने रख सकते हैं कि इसमें पाकिस्तान का हाथ था?
गौरव, पिछले 24 घंटे से हम केंद्रीय गृह मंत्री अमित शाह को फॉलो कर रहे हैं। जब कल उन्होंने बैठक शुरू की, उसके बाद यहां से जब वो रवाना हुए कश्मीर के लिए, और लगातार वो कश्मीर में सुरक्षा एजेंसियों के साथ बैठक भी उनकी तरफ से किया। उनके चेहरे का भाव मैं इस वक्त देख रहा हूँ, और अभी जब वो सीसीएस की बैठक के लिए निकले तो उनके हाथों में एक लाल कलर की फाइल थी। यानी कि किस तरीके का उस लाल कलर की जो फाइल का मतलब क्या है, वो इस बैठक के बाद तय होगा। और 7:30 बजे जो विदेश मंत्री के द्वारा प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस की जाएगी, उसमें तमाम चीजें क्लियर होगी। लेकिन केंद्रीय गृह मंत्री अमित शाह का जो चेहरा हम इस वक्त देख रहे हैं, वो काफी गुस्से में है। और उनको जिस तरीके से हमने देखा है कि सिक्योरिटी फोर्सेज जब वो हेलीकॉप्टर के जरिए उस एरिया का, जहां पर आतंकवादियों ने ताबड़तोड़ फायरिंग की, वहां पर हेलीकॉप्टर से उन्होंने पूरा रेकी भी किया, देखा। अब उन्होंने जो सूत्र हमारे बताते हैं कि सिक्योरिटी फोर्सेस को पूरी तरीके से निर्देश उनकी तरफ से दिया गया है कि जिन आतंकवादियों ने इस पूरी कायराना हरकत को उनकी तरफ से अंजाम दिया गया है, उनके खिलाफ बड़ी कार्रवाई हो। और इसीलिए हमने देखा कि सिक्योरिटी फोर्सेस लगातार उन इलाकों में, जो जंगल के इलाके हैं, वहां पर कॉम्बिंग ऑपरेशन कर रहे हैं। लगातार जो है ऑपरेशन अलग अलग स्थानों पर किए जा रहे हैं। कुछ जगहों से खबरें भी आ रही हैं आतंकवादियों के ढेर करने की। लेकिन जिन आतंकवादियों ने इस वैली में जाकर के जो पर्यटक हैं उनके ऊपर हमला किया, अभी उन आतंकवादियों को सिक्योरिटी एजेंसीज के द्वारा ढूंढा जा रहा है और उनके खिलाफ कड़ी कार्रवाई होगी। हालांकि
लेकिन जो रक्षा मंत्री राजनाथ सिंह ने कहा, जी आप रहिए मेरे साथ जितेंद्र, क्योंकि आप महत्वपूर्ण बात बता रहे हैं। ऑल्सो ज्वाइनिंग मी इज माय कोलीग मुनीश पांडे ऑन द स्पेशल ब्रॉडकास्ट। जो आप महत्वपूर्ण बात यह बता रहे थे कि न केवल वो आतंकवादी जिन्होंने इस घटना को अंजाम दिया, रक्षा मंत्री राजनाथ सिंह ने क्या कहा? रक्षा मंत्री राजनाथ सिंह ने साफ किया, पर्दे के पीछे से जो दिशा दे रहे थे इस आतंक को, उनको भी जोरदार जवाब मिलेगा। एंड मुनीश, that very clearly sets the agenda of what the Narendra Modi government intends to do. Not just those terrorists who were involved in this terror attack, but those who were behind the scenes directing this terror attack. So what kind of evidence has India been able to gather? Is the External Affairs Minister expected to present that to the world, or enough of dossiers? We've done that year after year, decade after decade. After 26/11, you and I were reporting from Mumbai. Now it's time to keep India safe, whatever it takes.
Absolutely, Gaurav. And in last 24 hours, what we have seen is the intelligence gathering by the security forces. Now, what we have gathered from our sources within the intelligence agencies, that the amount of evidence they have gathered, it is undeniable that it is Pakistan. It is Pakistan behind this, coward attack. Now, as far as, the evidence are concerned, a few things which we have been told by the intelligence sources, security forces, is the use of military-grade weapons. Apart from that, the advanced communication devices which were used by these terrorists, that indicates that it was again the involvement of Pakistan. Trained handlers, these are some undeniable evidence. But the most important part is, Gaurav, the intelligence sources are indicating that the operatives were sitting in Muzaffarabad and in Karachi, and that is why we are seeing such a strong response from the Raksha Mantri Rajnath Singh, strong response from the government. And Gaurav, we have seen in past also what this government is capable of doing when such incidents happens in our country, on our soil. So in this meeting also, it is expected that some concrete steps, some concrete decision will be taken. Pakistan will be given a bloody nose. But at this point of time, what we are hearing is that dossier has been prepared with all the evidence which will be presented before the Prime Minister Narendra Modi.
Okay.
And based on that, further decision will be taken. Gaurav.
Interesting, you should point this out. So India, if you notice, legally whatever India does is on a very solid footing so that nobody can question India in the international court and or in any international forum. Each time, India has given Pakistan an opportunity to come clean. Remember, even after Pakistani terrorists had attacked the Indian Air Force base in Pathankot, much against what everyone in the security apparatus was saying, Prime Minister Narendra Modi permitted Pakistanis to come into India, including that dreaded radical Islamist intelligence agency called the ISI. They were permitted to come to Pathankot, assess for themselves and go back with the hope and of course expectation that any decent country would have, that they will go and punish the perpetrators. Did they? They did not. And that is why Pakistan, whatever action India takes, it will be justified, because India's expectations of Pakistan, Piyush, they've always in the past, we've given them dossier after dossier after dossier, whether it was 1993, blasts about Dawood Ibrahim, Tiger Memon living in Karachi, given them addresses in Karachi. Under American request, pressure, whatever you may want to call it, previous governments in the past have given details of active live location of terrorists in Pakistan, expecting Pakistan to take action against them. Pakistan just encouraged those terrorists to leave. So no point giving a dossier to that radical Islamist terror state, Piyush.
Well, certainly, Gaurav, we have taken a lot of decisions to isolate Pakistan, but it seems like a lot needs to be done. And for that, the government is working on that. We are seeing as to how since morning, PM Narendra Modi has been holding a series of meetings. He was briefed the moment he landed at Param Technical Airport. And as we are speaking, he is chairing the crucial Cabinet Committee on Security meeting. Remember that we have multiple times shown the real face of Pakistan. We have shown the mirror. In fact, Pakistan has been exposed on international platform also multiple times, but Pakistan has always denied, its involvement in carrying out terror attacks against India. And today also we saw how there was an official statement which was released by Pakistan where it claimed that this attack has taken place because of the internal disturbance in India. It has happened because, people are not happy with the government. So we have seen how multiple times Pakistan has been denying this. But yes, we have evidence. We have all the proofs, and like Munish was also telling us that in the last 24 hours, our security agencies have been able to gather undeniable allegations against Pakistan, and certainly we will go all out against Pakistan and tell them as to how their involvement is there in this terror attack also, because it is the biggest ever terror attack carried out against civilians since 26/11. We remember that, when last time in year 2000, when Bill Clinton, the then American president, was to visit India on March 21 to 24. On March 20th, the dastardly attack was carried out in Anantnag, where around 36 Sikhs were massacred. And at that time also, Pakistan had denied.
I'm surprised. You're right.
Is concerned, we are now seeing how this attack has taken place at a time when U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance was on his visit, and then this attack has been carried out. So clearly, Pakistan wants to send out a message to international community. But yes, India is certainly going to take actions, and for that, the assurance has already been made by Defence Minister Rajnath Singh.